From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Football. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go counter, it's Moss. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled by Keon White there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. His first throw is an interception. Jelani Tavai picks it off. And the Patriots are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Huh. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
From the gun, it's May. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Putting a receiver in motion.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Made out a throw on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down's going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. From the left hash, this is from 47. Up and good from Joseph. And they're on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots stretch their early lead to 9. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots go up 10-zip here in the first. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Russ looking to throw. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Russ off the play fake. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. They motion the tight end over. Moss gets it from the gun. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Milton Williams making a stop. Moss gets the pitch. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down throw from Wilson. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, here's Russ. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jabril Peppers with the pick.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here we go, set. 18 rep, ready.
Going play action, May. Headed out right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Connects on the crosser. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
70 range, 70 range. Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
To the air yet again, May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots take a 3-possession lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Damian Pierce now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That pass complete to Moss. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Running on 2nd with Moss. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Allen setting up play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Taken in by Pierce. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Five wide. Alert. Okay. Go.
1st down throw for Allen. Into a crowd and, oh, intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. It looked to me like that was actually his primary read on the play partner, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Yeah, definitely some advanced scouting by this defense. They know that that running back can be dangerous as a pass receiver as well, like so many in the league today. This defense was ready. Offense wanted to create that matchup, but the defense, they were prepared, and they took it away.
Buffalo 18. Check.
Man in motion here.
19 tight. Check go.
May on 1st and 10. He's gonna push one deep down. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Patriots make it a 24-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Pierce now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Alert!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Oh, yikes. That two-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt. The Bills' kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting at the 10. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
On the set.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
18, Pioneer. Get up.
First down throw for May. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Reload. Ready. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Set. Come 19. Come 19. Hut.
May now from the gun. Hits his running back. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
60 Maverick. Ready.
To the air on 1st down, May. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots grow their lead yet again. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Pierce now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Half 85. What is that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That play good for 17 and a first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Bills at a deficit. New set of downs for him from the 46. They send the tight end in motion.
Hey, hold. We go. Stop.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
What's that?
First and 10, here's Allen. He's got him, that's Moss. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
What's that?
Allen gonna throw again. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Half 85. Half 10. Five wide. What's that?
Allen now on first down. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills chop some of the lead off before the half. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
To throw again, it's Allen. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. And that trims the lead just a little bit. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go.
Here's May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A lot of mess on the move here. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 24-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Pierce now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On first down, Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That pass complete to Moss. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Allen on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Fields the hard squib kick. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Shut up. Bravo 80.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Milton Williams making the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Has good room at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Working quickly here.
Middle. Out. Middle. It's out.
Throwing now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Alert! 56, 56! Regular, 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 regular. Half 10. Go!
Here's 2nd and 7. Pass taken in by Sutton. And that's good for a gain of 5. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Alert!
They send a man in motion.
Middle. Isaiah!
Allen on 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still alive. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed, and you get that ball out.
This is caught inside the 15. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Bills first down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Second down, looking for options. He's got it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. Has room down the left sideline. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return, and then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
And what a return to add to that list.
He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
Alert! 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 Off 52.
Back to the air. Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They are going for it. Allen. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That's Carlton Davis. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Blitz coming here, Allen. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Allen on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Allen gonna throw again. That's cut beyond the marker. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills continuing to fight at least. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. Did the Bills get to it? They did! They got it back! First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Monday. Half. Hey, tight. Sub. What is that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast.
What's that?
Allen now on first down. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
Five wide. Look out.
He breaks the tackle. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Second and 8. Pass is caught at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it'll be second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Third and goal for Allen. And in, touchdown Buffalo. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
All right, once again, Bills have the offense out. They're trying for 2.
Hey, home. Five wide.
Again, Allen to the air. He has it. And he is into the end zone for 2. So that right there turns this into a 3-score game. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Go! Warriors 70, 19 Lion. 70 Ranger.
May now. That's a cut for the first. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here's the handoff. And he gets this forward to the 19. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready, go!
They give it to him again. Hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots put up even more points in a win. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots continue piling on to this lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Pierce now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. First down throw for Allen. Jump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 11. Buying some time right. Now he takes it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
56, 56. Regular. What's that?
They'll go. Allen. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Come on.
Trying to set this up quick.
Stop. What's that?
1st and 10. Here's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Half 85. What's that?
On 1st down, Allen. And they pick him off again. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Okay, ready?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Going to be a victory for the Patriots as they drop to a knee here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Set.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Ready?
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Ready, set.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So as they've done so many times before, Brock, the Patriots take the win here at Gillette Stadium. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.